Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. This is a video that I said I would make a couple of months ago. And before you run away because you don't understand what the heck this is doing here on a Magical Practitioner's channel, I do have a video about spiritual parents. And while there are those who argue against that concept, I have to say they came to me in a dream, extremely vivid dream. I am a Cancer with a Pisces rising ascendant at 28 degrees, and my planet Mercury is at 27 degrees. So being an insightful medium is a huge part of who I am. So Ganesha came to me as a very large man up in the clouds, speaking a language I did not know. So I came to learn about Sanskrit mantras back in 2018, late 2018, and I was going through a very big change. My home needed to be sold, and my car had been repossessed. In order for me to be able to get through my days, I decided that I wanted to find out who this elephant head was. I was seeing it everywhere. Well, primarily on the YouTube. When I opened up the YouTube, there was a picture of an elephant head. And so then I found a video dedicated to the mantra to Ganesha. Now, I've always loved chanting Om. I've been doing that for many years. I was taught transcendental meditation as a 12-year-old. And so I've always, taken to that like a duck takes to water. So when it comes to mixing pantheons, I have to say the world is even more mysterious than I thought it was. So we cannot say that we know something for sure, because we never know what's going to happen. So I had some pretty wonderful things happen chanting or listening to the mantras of Ganesha. And in fact, I actually downloaded a Spirit Box app to help me communicate with my deceased loved ones, in particular my grandmother. One of the messages that came through was, "Follow Lord Ganesha." And it came out, "Follow Lord Gun," and then something else. It took me a while to figure it out. So I'd say, I don't know at what point I came across a woman who was teaching mantras for a variety of things. And I learned a second mantra to Ganesha for fast help. Now, I've learned from Dr. Pillai that he has to do with memory and storage, gigantic databases. And I think this would have to do with the cache that we have in ourselves, our own memory, our memory base, of everything we've learned from past lives. And I had it channeled to me one day that I had a vast cache, C-A-C-H-E. Also, that Mark Zuckerberg fashioned his business based on Ganesha because of the storage capacity. So Ganesha can be very much related to data, and he is also said to open roads. This would have to do with traveling, your cell phone, your computer, your GPS. So in chanting, learning that mantra, I've used it before, but on this one particular occasion, I was out doing a DoorDash, and a nice man at the restaurant that I went to pick up my first order said, "You have a tail light out." You might want to go over to AutoZone and have them put one in before you get a ticket. Like, oh boy, I don't need to get a ticket. I'm off for the summer and I'm just doing DoorDash. So I said thank you, and I left, and I had to deliver the order. So I started chanting Om Kashipra Prasadaya Namaha. So this is a mantra for fast help. And I just kept chanting it. Now, as I was pulling out of the parking lot, I saw a police car. I thought, oh no. I just don't want to take any chances. I don't want that police car to get behind me. If I pull out, I'll be behind it, but things can change. And sure enough, as I was getting ready to hop on the freeway, the police car was getting on the freeway in front of me, which, you know, it could have ended up behind me, and if I'd had to hit the brake, it would have had an opportunity to give me a ticket. And I just thought, I'm just not going to risk it. And so I had been chanting all the way up to the freeway entrance. All of a sudden, I hear my GPS talking to me, telling me stay on the main road. Let's say it was Main Street, okay? Stay on Main Street for 2 miles. I'm thinking, what? It's telling me not to get on the off-ramp? It just told me to get on the on-ramp a minute ago to go west. This has never happened before. Never happened before. But I was chanting steadily for the minute or two that it took me to get up to the freeway on-ramp. Om Kashipra Prasadaya Namaha. Thinking I don't want to be anywhere near that police car right now. And it just said, stay on the main road for 2 miles. And so I quickly got off. I was just at the entrance there, and there weren't any cars around, so I just veered my steering wheel, you know, to the left lane, the lane next to me to the left, and kept going down that main road. But I think this is an example of how Ganesha can open the road, can bring you fast help. It has to do with database, you know, can help regarding GPS, trying to find your way. And I felt that was just a perfect example in that aspect. And that was just during the day. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.